That Barking Guy rejoins us. Hello, Barking Guy.
Hey, Gene.
So, did I kind of explain what's going to happen with the talk shows? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
A lot of people don't know that. You know, when Bongino started, a lot of people said, hey, I hear Bongino's got the Rush Limbaugh show. And I had to explain to him, no, he got a show in that time period, but he did not get the Rush Limbaugh show. The two guys coming on today got the Rush Limbaugh show. So, boy, that coffee smells good. Are you a coffee drinker? Yeah, okay. We'll have to have some coffee here in a minute. Do you smell it? Here, let me waft it towards the microphone.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision. If you scratch the radio on the left speaker, you can actually smell what we're talking about. Oh, it smells wonderful. I can't wait to get some coffee here, Barking Guy. We'll do that. All right, hopefully everybody will give these guys a shot. I mean, golly, you replacing a guy that it's like a coach. Does anybody know the name of the coach that replaced the guy at Alabama, Bear Bryant? Anybody know his name? You know, does anybody know the name of the guy that replaced Tom Landry? Well, that's probably not a good example. Who's the guy that replaced the guy in Green Bay? Who was the Green Bay coach that everybody remembers, the legendary guy? Vince Lombardi. Anybody remember the guy that replaced Vince Lombardi? Mark Guy's shaking his head.
No, I don't.
Anybody remember who the radio announcer was of Bulldog Sports when Jim Wilburn retired? Anybody know who that was? Nobody remembers. Yeah, it was me, but nobody remembers that. Everybody skips over me. They go from Jim to Joby. I did that for 2 years. 2 years I did Bulldog Sports.
You did.
I know. But nobody remembers the guy that follows the legend. We even have a guy on our staff, Barking Guy, who says that these are sacrificial lambs. That these guys are set up to fail. No one follows the legend and is successful. Therefore, these guys are set up to fail, and then they're working on another guy who's going to be the real replacement for Rush Limbaugh maybe a year from now. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Got to wait and see.
Now, in the case of Tom Landry, who replaced Tom Landry with the Cowboys?
I don't know.
Jimmy Johnson.
Okay.
What did Jimmy Johnson do? He won a couple Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys. But then he got crossways with the owner, and Jimmy Johnson, he's been doing TV for the last umpteen years. So that's that one rare situation where the guy that followed the legend actually turned it around and was successful until he got crossways with the ownership. So maybe these guys will be the Jimmy Johnson of NFL of talk radio. They'll come in and pick up where the great one left off and make it even bigger and better and bring it back to its glory days. Who knows? All right, where were we, Barking Guy? Do we have some more results for this week to share?
Yes, we do. Track small school girls, Class 1A, Melrose 2nd, Gateway 3rd, Clovis Christian 4th, Carrizozo 12th, Lake Arthur 17th. 2A, Loudcroft 3rd, Capitan 5th, Eunice 6th, Loving 7th, Hagerman 11th, Jal 12th, Texaco 18th. In Class 3A, Dexter 3rd, and that's all we have in Class 3A. Congratulations to Riley Crandall, Gatorade Player of the Year for New Mexico in softball. Now, I have a quote for you to start the next one.
Okay.
When the white smoke comes out of the chimney.
Oh, no, you didn't use that.
And we have the brackets.
You didn't actually take that and make that a quote, did you?
I sure did. I sure did.
And I don't know that, I hope that's not offensive to Catholics. I don't intend it to be offensive. I just, in the Catholic Church, when they pick a new pope, they have a conclave. And and all the bishops from all across the world all gather together, right?
Right.
And then they have a vote. And if the vote is unsuccessful, then they throw them in the fireplace and put some powder on it, and it comes out one color. And when they have the vote and it is successful in the picking of a pope, they sprinkle it with whatever, and it comes out the other color, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm not intentionally trying to make fun or be degrading towards that. I just think maybe the process of picking a baseball and a softball bracket is the same way.
It's not easy.
That's right.
Not easy.
All right.
But here's what we have.
Okay.
Baseball, Class 1A, Gateway got a number 2 seed, will host Mesilla Valley Christian at the Nimmie Field. 2A, Texaco got a number 1 seed, will host Pecos. Eunice, a number 2 seed, will host number 7 Capitan. 3A, Nimmie got a number 5 seed and will travel to Cobre. 4A, Artesia got a number 5 seed, will travel to Santa Teresa. Goddard got a number 7 seed, will travel to Miamira. 5A, Hobbs got a number 2 seed, will host number 7 Carlsbad. Softball, Class Single A, 2A, Tularosa got a number 1 seed and will host Navajo Pine. Eunice got a number 4 seed and will host Santa Rosa. Loving got a number 3 seed, will host Rehoboth Christian. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. You okay there, barking guy?
The door opened.
Oh, no. Well, the wind is kind of messy, messing with things. So
Let's see. Loving got number 3 seed, will host Rehoboth Christian. Captain got number 2 seed, will host McCurdy. 3A, Dexter got number 1 seed, will host Socorro. 4A, Artesia got number 2 seed, will host Pewaukee Valley. Goddard got number 6 seed, will travel to Silver. 5A, Carlsbad got number 3 seed, will host Rio Rancho. Golf, boys. Single A to 3A, Clovis Christian got in as a team, Nimmie individuals. 4A, Artesia Lovington Ruidoso team, Portales individual. 5A, Alamogordo Roswell Hobbs team, Carlsbad and Clovis individual. Girls, Single A to 3A, Texaco and Dexter as teams. 4A, Lovington, Goddard and team, Ruidoso, Artesia individuals. 5A, Clovis and Hobbs teams, Carlsbad individuals. Send off information. I have an inkling. Nothing official yet. That since the softball game is going to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow, that the boys are going to watch the girls and then take off for their 5 o'clock in Santee afterwards.
I'll tell you, if the weather is like this tomorrow, that's going to be kind of an issue for folks because that's pretty nasty out there. And I take it you're having some nasty winds down at the doghouse.
Yeah, and the door open. That's why I had to go close it.
Yeah. So that's hopefully you're not going to blow away. You're well secured where you are today.
Yeah. Everything's battered down.
Good.
But that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I don't have anything official yet. If somebody knows when those boys are sending off, please let me know. I want to be there.
That's right.
I want to be there. I want to give them a Bulldog send off the way we used to do it before the coronavirus thing hit, complete with barking and all that good stuff. I'd like to do it.
All right. Well, if we find out, we will let you know, okay?
Yep. And Independence Day, July 4th, read the Declaration of Independence on that day. Farmers Market starts July 10th in Roswell, 7 to 11, the courthouse lawn. That's also the first special day for the Artesia one.
That's right.
I think it's a family day.
It is.
And tax-free weekend, both New Mexico and Texas, August 6th through 8th. This week in old-time radio history. June 23rd, Mary Livingstone was born in 1905. Boston Blackie premiered in 1944. June 26th, this one actually has nothing to do with radio, but if it didn't happen, something in radio would not have happened.
Okay.
President Grant signing a bill into law making Christmas a national holiday in 1870.
So I want to make sure I'm following with you now. So because President Grant made Christmas a federal holiday in what year was it?
1870.
1870. Let's do the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. How do we get to radio then?
Well, all those Christmas radio shows, especially Lionel Barrymore playing Scrooge in The Christmas Carol, that probably would not have happened if Grant didn't sign that bill.
You know what? I think you're right. That's going back to the beginning, isn't it?
That's going back to the beginning.
Yeah, cause and effect.
And this is a very sad one for me because I liked the show when it aired. June 27th, Cigar Dave had his finale in 2020.
Yeah, he gave up on terrestrial radio. He went to podcasts only. And, we've got the Eat, Drink, Smoke guys that have taken that. They have a show that is in that slot. And it's not the same as Cigar Dave. It's an okay show.
It's okay, but it's not. I miss Cigar Dave. I like that show. I really did.
Yeah. No, I know there's a lot of folks that do, and maybe what you're experiencing with that is going to be similar to what 20 million Americans are going to experience today with Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
Well, you give it a fair hearing. You get you tune in.
I'll give you another example, Barking Guy, closer to home. Late last year, a gentleman that had been doing the oldies show on our Spanish station for years and years, Pete Subia, passed away. And the show that is airing now in that time slot is not the same show. They're two totally different shows because it's impossible to replace a legend. And there was no way. I mean, we could find a host. We could play some of the same music, but it was never going to be the same as when Pete was hosting the show. And so we said, let's go a different direction. So we have a different host. It's a different style of music, and it's becoming very, very successful on its own. Is it the oldie show? No. Was it intended to be the oldie show? No, because there was only one guy that could do the oldie show, and he's not with us anymore. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at 10 o'clock today. I'm cautiously optimistic, but nervous.
Yep. I got some more radio quotes for you.
All right, what do you got?
You know and I know Windows suck.
Will you quit quoting me? Did I say anything wrong?
No, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion. That's right.
With all the updates, but the way I have mine configured is I have mine done at night.
Oh, we had a computer. It even asked me when we wanted to do updates, and I told it when we wanted to do updates, and it accepted the answer that I gave it as to when it wanted to do updates, and then it did updates during the morning show. So I'm not a big fan of Windows right now. Obviously, it's what we have, and so we have to use it. But if I could, well, I don't know. Never mind. I'm done talking about it. Okay.
Well, and I told Johnson Control our community works together. That was Carol Goss about HVAC repairs in the senior center.
That's right.
She also said Artesia helps everybody.
And it does.
Getting into the schedule for today, baseball and softball state championships all week. Golf state championships this week. It starts today. School lunch pickup 12 to 2, Grand Heights, Roselawn, Zia, and Park. So Artesia Intermediate School and Artesia Junior High School throughout the summer. June 22nd, baseball at Santa Teresa, 5 p.m. Send off probably after the softball game at 9 o'clock versus Milwaukee Valley. Track state championships are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And on Monday, we're going to wrap it all up.
That's right. That's right. And then you get to take your little vacation hiatus break for the summer.
Yep. And then I'll be back in August.
In August. All right, barking guy, send us off.
No dogs. Arf!
All right, barking guy, you have a wonderful day today, okay?
You too.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's take this break. We'll be